Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing wonderful tonight. I just want to thank you all for coming to my intro to Essential Oils One-on-One. I know you guys are curious about them, and I can't wait to share this wonderful gifts of the earth with all of you. If you have any questions, go ahead and type them in the chat box if you can, or save them to the end, and I'll go ahead and I will answer the questions there. But we are being recorded, hopefully. And we'll go ahead and get started. So, all right, that's not good. There we go. Technical difficulties so far. So for those of you that may not know me, my name is Deanna Snyder, and I was introduced to the wonderful world of essential oils back in 2013, and it has literally changed my life. Both emotionally, both physically, both financially as well. And for my background, I've been in the healthcare industry for about 30 years now, both doing traditional medication, traditional medicine, and now more being proactive than reactive as we are in our traditional healthcare setting. And I have really seen the effects of what pharmaceutical agents have done to myself. I'm always that 1% that gets those crazy side effects, and have been plagued with that my entire life. So going with natural solutions that the body recognizes as more of like a whole food per se, it has really eased my side effects and has my body been able to flourish. So I was a critical care nurse for about 15 years, and about 5 years ago, as the world would change things, I was laid off on my current position as healthcare marketing at a local hospital, and I had the opportunity to reinvent myself. So I went back to school and I became a certified integrated nutrition health coach, where I have learned how whatever we put in and on our bodies really embodies us to be the people that we are today. And so I have done that. I'm a community volunteer where I give back 4 hours every Monday at Nemours Children's Hospital, which is an amazing place where I serve the families and patients there. And then I'm also involved with our Women's Executive Council, which is another nonprofit organization. And our whole mission is to embody and empower women by raising them up and recognizing them in our society, and then also giving scholarship funds. So when they go back to school to change the life of their family and their next generation, I'm a part of that as well. So I got started in doTERRA about 3 years ago, like I said, and I became certified in Aroma Touch, where I lay 8 amazing oils on your back and your feet to lower your stress, increase your immune system, decrease your inflammation, and then bring your whole body to a state of balance. And it is an amazing technique. I also combine Reiki, which I help with the energy that your body has to heal itself. And for myself, I've been plagued with chronic pain and inflammation, allergies to just about everything. I should be the girl in the bubble, if those of you remember the boy in the bubble back from long ago, and a lot of food sensitivities and restrictions. So that's where I was. So I was a hot mess of system craziness, and essential oils have really supported my body. So what I want to set the intention for tonight is to give you the information that you can have to empower yourself to take control of your own health and happiness. And by using that with essential oils, we can actually do that together. So there is a disclaimer, of course, with anything, that these products are not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure, or to prevent any disease. But these products are intended to supplement and support your health and wellness. And as we know that our bodies can heal and cure themselves, and that's what I want to showcase tonight. So what are essential oils? They are basically parts of seeds and plants and flowers and stems and bark. It's the volatile aromatic compound of our plant. And it is extracted then by either steam distillation or cold press, depending on how they get the oils from the actual plant. So any leaf, bark, flower is going to be extracted from distilled, and any citrus rind is going to be cold pressed. So it is an amazing science that these essential oils actually protect the plant, and they protect the plant from disease, they protect the plant from virus, from bacteria, from intruders, all of those things that would naturally attack that plant. These little sacs, if you've noticed in the left-hand corner here, this is a peppermint leaf and it's blown up microscopically, and those little sacs of oils actually then protect the plant. So it is an amazing thing that the plants do to protect themselves, and then it also then in turn supports and nurtures our own body. So that is what I like about the essential oils, that it can do that. They are highly concentrated, and they are distilled for its purity and potency. Because if you remember being a nurse and having those side effects and knowing that the essential oil industry is not regulated by the FDA, whether or not that's a good thing or a bad thing, you know, I wanted to make sure that what I am taking and what I am ingesting that is safe, that's not going to harm me, and it's not going to be inconsistent with its potency from bottle after bottle after bottle. So I was looking for a company that actually was going to have these certain check boxes that I could check off, so I knew that what I was taking and ingesting was not going to be harmful. And doTERRA actually filled that and beyond, and we'll go into some of those ways that doTERRA does do that. So essential oils, you know, you're hearing so much about essential oils now in our day and age that, you know, people think they're fads, but in actuality, essential oils have been around for thousands and thousands of years. They've been around in Egypt in 3500 BC when the pharaohs used them for skin. Cleopatra doused herself in essential oils to make herself look beautiful and to cosmetic and support her body, you know, in a health way as well. And then you have Hippocrates that had used plants to heal thyself with food and plants. And then you also have, you know, at 0 BC, when the Christ child, the little baby Jesus, got from the kings and the pharaohs frankincense and myrrh. And then you go throughout history where you have them used on soldiers. And in 2008, doTERRA actually came on the scene, and they wanted to create an essential oil company that set the bar and for its purity, its potency, its standards to regulate. So that's when you saw a shift in the market as far as with certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils. And they're in everything, you know, food preparation, beauty treatments, and everything to actually maintain our health. So the science behind essential oils, which intrigued me as a nurse and just kind of a health geek and a health warrior, is, you know, why is it so potent? So they are more concentrated than herbs. So if you think about it, their life and their sustainability of the essential oil is going to outweigh the actual dried herbs that we have. And they are 50 to 70 times more potent than herbs. So to put this in perspective, so 1 drop of peppermint equals, and we've heard how peppermint tea is so supportive to our digestive tract, you know, how it lifts our mood. So 1 drop of peppermint equals 28 cups of peppermint tea. So you're going to get that same additional effects that you would get. So they're 50 to 70 times more potent, and 1 drop of oil will equal 28 cups of peppermint tea. So with oils being so concentrated, you want to use less. So less is always more. and they interact and they affect us at that cellular level. So you have your cell, and essential oil literally can cross that cellular membrane where certain things live, like viruses. And bacteria and things like that live more outside the cell. So this can actually penetrate at that cellular level. It can cross the blood-brain barrier, and it supports that DNA structure of the cell. And in traditional medicine, certain medications are not going to help certain things because of that crossing of the blood-brain barrier and the cellular walls. So just know that going forward that they do address the issues, and they address it at that root cause, opposed to just managing symptoms that our society pretty much goes for today with traditional medicine. So there's all different grades of essential oils. We know they have been around forever, and we know that they're used in a myriad of things, from cleaning agents to cosmetics to food. And there's all different grades of essential oils. And this is where I like to say where doTERRA actually sets us apart from the industry. So you have your synthetic blends and synthetic oils that they can then mass produce. And those are in cleaning agents. Okay, and then you have your food grade essential oils, like your peppermint extract, your vanilla extract, your cardamom, things like that. And those are on a scale of grass, generally regarded as safe. So the terms generally regarded as safe, there's still, again, there is no industry to regulate, and they consider those, generally regarded as safe for our food industry. And then moving down the spectrum, you have the therapeutic sides, where these are your aromatherapy oils, stuff that you put on your skin, but they're not intended to take internally. So what I'm going to talk to you tonight about essential oils is on that next continuum, that CPTG, that certified pure therapeutic grade, where you can take them internally, you can put them on your skin, and you can diffuse them aromatically. Now, just know, anything that you breathe, that's the quickest rate of absorption. So it goes through our olfactory system, into our amygdala, and it gets into our brain centers, right? That's the quickest way of absorption. Anything you put topically on your skin is going to get absorbed that way too. And it's going to be in your bloodstream within 20 seconds, and then it's going to circulate your entire body within 20 minutes. So just know that anything you're putting on your skin, lotions, potions, what have you, is still going to get absorbed that same way. So if you're not using optimal and quality ingredients, that toxicity is going to be going through your body. So certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils is what doTERRA is. And this is going to be a great video to show you what sets us apart. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear it, okay? Can you hear it? Good, thanks.
Essential oils are both exciting and promising when it comes to taking care of your own and your family's health. Whether you're applying essential oils topically, enjoying the aromatic benefits through diffusion, or taking essential oils internally, the positive healthful effects of essential oils are boundless. That's why you want to ensure that essential oils you are using are capable of delivering on their promise. You want to make sure that you are choosing essential oils for their potency and their purity. A lot goes into making sure that essential oils are both potent and pure. Potency starts with the plant itself. The same species of plant when grown in different environments will vary in composition. When plants are grown in optimal soil, temperature, and climate, they produce a higher quality essential oil, just as nature intended. But that's only half of the equation. Purity plays a major role as well. Many essential oils available to purchase are not certified pure. Often they contain synthetic fillers or other elements that dilute and alter the purity. This diminishes the healthful qualities of the oil. doTERRA is committed to providing the purest, most potent essential oils possible. We employ a global network of farmers who know intimately the process of growing plants for essential oils. They ensure the plant is taken care of properly and harvested at the proper stage. doTERRA has also perfectly melded modern advances in testing procedures to ensure the purity and efficacy of each essential oil. Every doTERRA essential oil is put through the highest standard of rigorous and thorough testing. This testing protocol, CPTG, certified pure therapeutic grade, sets the bar for quality, purity, efficacy, and consistency. When an essential oil is deemed worthy to be sold as a doTERRA essential oil, you'll know that it has the highest quantity of active beneficial constituents and that it is free of contaminants and adulterations. Because at doTERRA, we know the same care and attention, as well as the same commitment to only provide the very best, is not unique to us. They're the same qualities you employ when taking care of those you love the most.
So, certified pure therapeutic grade, right? So it sets the bar for purity and potency. We're sourced worldwide. So it's sourced in the plant's indigenous land. So if you're a wine connoisseur, you know that certain regions produce a certain grape, right? And certain areas of the world is going to give you a more distinct and robust and full body grape that then will then produce a different wine. Same thing with plants that we harvest for throughout the world. So it's picked at that peak time, and as you are going through the time for harvest, you want to do that at the most optimal time that you harvest it, and then you also want to process that for distillation. So with doTERRA, we're testing that at the time that it is being distilled, the time that it is being bottled in our big barrels, and we do that barrel after barrel after barrel, where the industry standard is maybe they would test a barrel or a batch once every 6 months. But ours are testing 2 and 3 times. So at the time it's distilled, at the time it's bottled, and then it's time when it ships back to our processing plant in Salt Lake, it's tested again. So we know it's free of contaminants. It says what it's supposed to be. We're not putting anything else in it. It's the most pure, unadulterated essential oil. So that's what we have. So this next video is a great way of our scientists explaining what the heck we actually do. So you'll enjoy it.
So when we talk about quality, it's not always about what testing you're doing. You have to look at the whole process and what that means collectively. And I believe that doTERRA does that better than anyone else.
doTERRA is the best company in the industry right now. I mean, they're the leaders. I mean, there's no one that's really come close to doing what they're doing. I haven't seen anything like it in my 20 years of being in this industry, of a company going to the lengths that they go to secure the best oil in the world.
doTERRA's commitment to quality starts well before the plants are even distilled. Through our CoImpact Sourcing, the CPTG process starts then. And then it goes through a 3-tiered testing process. It starts with outside labs and finishes off inside the company here, and then continues on after the bottles are sold.
We do several layers of testing, including GCMS, optical rotation, specific gravity, refractive index, chiral testing, carbon-14, probably more extensive than just about any lab out there.
I've been doing research with essential oil for about 15 years now. So I've worked with a lot of oils and a lot of tests, and the one thing that I've noticed consistently is that unless you're starting with an oil that has a consistent quality, you're not going to get good results.
You know, a lot of our oils are used in aromatherapy or topical use. We want to make sure that we do not only make a product that's effective, but it's also going to be safe. And that's why we do a thorough analysis to look at the composition to make sure that it is safe. But at the same time, we also go ahead and do skin irritation testing, which is also called as the drip testing or repeat insult patch testing, to make sure that when you apply it on topically, it's not irritating to your skin.
To a wellness advocate, we always keep them in mind, and we talk about it in our training. And what matters is that the details matter. You know, quality is in the details, and so because we're so passionate and so detailed, we're sure not to miss those things that are going to make the difference between just an okay product and a great product.
We stand behind our quality processes because we have the most in-depth and knowledgeable staff. We have set the standard for what the quality process should be. The testing knowledge that is gained as well as passed on each bottle is, you cannot make.
One of the things that I've recognized about the quality of essential oils and the testing is that it's a dynamic environment. It's changing. And this is why it's so important that doTERRA leads the front, that doTERRA is developing and processing and coming up with new ways, new opportunities to prove out the quality of essential oils, and frankly, in a way that no other company is able to do. As we continue to grow, as we continue to expand throughout the world, I'm proud to say that doTERRA has made that commitment and will not waver or deviate from that.
So it all goes back to that co-impact sourcing, you know, where we have artisans globally, you know, we pay them a fair price, we pay them consistently. A lot of essential oil companies, they don't pay their farmers and partners well, and you know, so we are actually also bringing in medical. We're bringing in water. A lot of these places around the world are impoverished, so we're uplifting their lives with a lot of modern conveniences to help support their families and their generations to come. So that to me touched my heart and what we're actually doing, and we're improving, you know, their overall well-being. Here's another quick short video on what co-impact sourcing really is all about.
dōTERRA essential oils have a profound impact on our health and wellness, but the impact of how and where they're sourced goes beyond a drop of oil. First, we search the globe to identify the best plant material, harvested and expertly distilled for oil potency and quality. Many of our essential oils come from countries facing economic and environmental challenges. This provides a unique opportunity for doTERRA to produce the highest quality essential oils while also doing good in a sustainable way. We call this co-impact sourcing. Through this approach, we are creating jobs and improving incomes in countries where they are much needed. Developing long-term partnerships with artisan small-scale growers and distillers around the world. These partnerships transform the playing field for growers to improve their production and establish stable prices, trustworthy long-term markets. Helping growers organize themselves into cooperatives to achieve common goals and higher quality while ensuring farmlands are preserved and passed on to future generations. These cooperatives also ensure growers receive fair and on-time payments in favorable installments held throughout the year. In these areas, doTERRA's Healing Hands Foundation is funding the construction of schools, health clinics, cooperative buildings, water systems, and more to empower growers, their families, and communities today and tomorrow. Through co-impact sourcing, doTERRA is improving lives and providing hope to people in desperate need of opportunity. Through this approach, we ensure the long-term supply of the best plant materials to consistently deliver the highest quality products. So it's more than just a drop of oil in your hand. It's a catalyst for impacting many lives beyond your own.
So let's talk about how to use these amazing products. So you can use them aromatically, topically, and internally, like I had said before. So with breathing in and smelling essential oils, it can affect you emotionally, it can affect you physically. If you think about when you take an orange and you peel it, right? That is the essential oils that you're smelling, and it gives you that uplifting, calming effect from that oil. So, you know, that's what essential oils can do. So if you have essential oils, I know most of you on this webinar tonight has gotten a sample from me, go ahead and get it out. So I have a little bottle of peppermint here. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a drop in my hand. And for those of you that have the little vials, just go ahead and take that little stem out and just kind of put one little dab on your hand. And what you're going to do is you're going to take it and you're going to rub them together. And then you're going to breathe it in. And you're going to smell what it does. It will help open your sinuses. It will help invigorate you. You can put a little on the back of your neck if you're hot. It will help lift your mood. Diffusing them by using any of our diffusers, or just putting it on a cotton ball, or just taking the cap off and sniffing it, you know, those aromatic fragrances will help support your body. So another way you can put them on is actually topically. So you can actually rub them into any part of your body that may benefit from the essential oils. So, and with safety of using essential oils, you want to keep them out of your eyes, you want to keep them out of your ears, and you want to keep them out of the inside of your nose. If you should get an essential oil in any of those parts or other mucous membranes that we have, and it's a little invigorating per se. Some essential oils can be invigorating and some can be darn right crazy hot. You know, you want to dilute with a vegetable oil or a coconut oil. And doTERRA sells a fractionated coconut oil for a very nominal price. And what they do is they remove that protein. So it keeps it in that liquid state, because we all know coconut oil from cooking, it's solid. Or if it's greater than 78 degrees, it's more of a liquidy. So the fractionated coconut oil actually removes that protein to keep it in a liquid state. You could never put water on essential oils if it's hot, because what that's going to do is it's going to spread the intensity, you know, like water to a fire, it's going to spread that. So you always want to put an oil. So oil to oil. Oil and water do not mix. So oil to oil. So if it's sensitive skin, put that oil on top of it. So as I said earlier, they're quickly absorbed into the body. So 20 seconds, they're absorbed. Within 20 minutes, they've hit every cell. We have an amazing line of products that you could put both topically to help with cosmetic benefits as far as fine lines and wrinkles. You could support it to take down inflammation and symptoms like that. And it can help open airways. So there's a myriad of things that you can actually do with the essential oils when you put them topically. The next is internally. Now, again, I'm talking about certified pure therapeutic grades. You do not want to ingest essential oils that you find in the marketplace because they are not safe. And also, they do not have this little supplement fact. So all of the oils that you see that you can ingest are going to have that dietary supplement fact on it. So you know that you can take it internally. You know that you can cook with it. As I said earlier, you know, they're 50 to 70 times more potent than herbs. I use essential oils all the time in my cooking, and it just makes the recipes more intense and more pronounced, and it's absolutely scrumptious. You can use them to help support your immune system and a myriad of other things. So using them internally is great. And we'll go over some of the essential oils and its specific uses. For instance, lavender. Lavender is an amazing essential oil. It's all things calming, help relaxing. It helps soothe skin irritation. It helps skin recover quickly. Those of you that know me know that I am not the most graceful person when it comes to doing things and cooking. You know, I encounter hot things all the time with the stove and steam and things like that. And that, affects my skin. So I immediately grab that lavender, put it on that affected area, and it takes out that sting. And it helps heal that skin. And if you look at my arms and stuff, there's no scars because the lavender essential oil has actually helped with that skin integrity to help that skin recover quickly. Lavender is amazing on the bottom of your feet. At night when you go to sleep. It helps promote a restful night's sleep. You can put a couple drops of lavender in a spray bottle with distilled water, usually about a drop or two per ounce, and then spray down your pillow. You can go to my website and get more DIY things for lavender as far as making balms and things like that. Lavender is wonderful if you have pets. That have any like storming anxiety that shake. I know my little Luna does that a lot. Lavender is actually great for dogs and cats. Now, not all essential oils are good for pets, and that's at a later class that I have, I think in April, about essential oils one-on-one, which you can actually put with your animals. So that's to come. Lemon is another powerful essential oil that helps cleanse and purify the air. Its natural grease cutting ability helps, remove grease. It helps remove sticky residue that is on glass. It helps ward off free radicals with its antioxidant abilities. You can put a drop of lemon in some honey and some tea and gargle and swallow that. It helps soothe an irritated throat. I like mixing lemon, lavender, and peppermint together in a little shot glass, and that helps supports my seasonal symptoms that I get, throughout the year. And as we know, everything's in bloom in Florida, so I take lemon, lavender, and peppermint on a daily basis. And it helps, lift your mood, lemon. And I actually clean with lemon. I put it in a spray bottle and squirt down my countertops, clean my glass. So not only am I reducing toxic insults through my body, but also my environment as well. So our next one is peppermint. And I think peppermint is my most used essential oil that I use on a daily basis and multiple times a day. So not only does it promote healthy respiratory function and clear breathing by inhaling, or if your nose is a little congested, you can rub it on your sinuses, you can rub it on your head if you have any head tension there. You can put it on your chest to help open your airways. If your stomach is upset or you have abdominal cramping, you can put a drop of peppermint on that affected area, and that will help relax those smooth muscles of your intestinal wall. You can put it in a drop of toothpaste and give that, great mouthwash taste with your toothpaste. And the number one way that I use it on a daily basis is I put a drop in my tea or a drop in my coffee. And that helps flavor my coffee and tea without having those high sugary syrups. A lot of times I'll want something warm in the afternoon, but I don't want the caffeine. So I take a steaming cup of water, like you would with tea, and I put a drop of peppermint, a drop of lemon, and a drop of cinnamon bark in it. And that helps refreshen me. It helps with my metabolism. Cinnamon is very supportive with blood sugar. It's very supportive with metabolism as well. And that just kind of gives me that nice comfort of a warm beverage without having caffeine. So our next essential oil is Melaleuca, and it's renowned for its rejuvenating effects on the skin. You may know this essential oil as tea tree. So it not only promotes a healthy immune function, but it also helps against environmental and seasonal threats. And it is a wonderful essential oil, again, for minor skin irritations. It helps purify and freshen the air. And it also helps with killing like mold viruses in the shower. You can put it in a spray bottle and spray down your shower walls, and that will help keep that red mildewy at bay. It's really helpful for that. Again, you're lowering that toxic insult with cleaning products. Now, if you remember what I said, some certain oils are very hot. Oregano and cinnamon and clove are one of the hottest essential oils we have. So if you are going to put this on topically, you want to dilute it at least 3 to 1, 4 to 1, depending on your skin sensitivity. You never want to put it straight on, and you want to dilute it down with some type of vegetable oil. It's a powerful cleansing agent and purifying agent, oregano is. It's also great in spaghetti sauces and salad mixtures. Now with oregano, again, it's one of those most powerful essential oils that we have. So if you are using it in cooking, what you want to do is you want to take a toothpick and actually dip it into the orifice of the essential oil bottle, because it can go from being a perfect pot of spaghetti to like, oh my God, now this is really powerful. And when you're adding essential oils to your recipe, you want to do it in a spoon, because sometimes when they come out of the essential oil bottle, it could be 1 drop or a couple. So you don't want to ruin that recipe, and you always want to do less is more, taste it as you go. And I'm be doing a cooking with essential oils, I think. Let me see here, when is it? So cooking with essential oils is actually going to be in March. And then February, I'm doing cleansing with essential oils. And then in April, I'm doing the essential oil for pets. So that's the lineup. And I'll show you where to find those information. Oregano is also amazing for its immune boosting. Effects. It supports that healthy digestion, and it's also a great source of antioxidants. So a lot of times, if I get a lot of head congestion and I am just, miserable with all those symptoms, I'll take another steamy hot cup of water. I'll do a drop of Melaleuca, a drop of oregano, a drop of peppermint, and a drop of lemon. So what that is going to do is that natural ability to help support your respiratory system, and it's going to help open everything up, and so everything will then drain. It's a very powerful elixir, and it's significant with sinus support. So I can share that recipe with you again at a later date if you choose to do it, but it's very good, and it'll help with any type of symptoms you might have, especially this time of year with all the little bugs going around. So frankincense, it's another one of my favorite essential oils. It was good enough for the baby Jesus. And I always say this is the king of oils. And when in doubt, use frankincense. It's an amazing essential oil that they actually get from the resin trees in Somalia. And we have Navy SEALs on the ground to protect the Somalian growers, because frankincense is one of those high essential oils that can yield a lot of money on the market, and they have what they call frankincense poachers. So we protect our growers as they go in these arid conditions where climate is very high. They have to score or cut the frankincense bark, and then it then cries these resin things of frankincense. And then there's different grades of frankincense. So then they are then hand sorted by the Somalian women. So we have the most highest grade of frankincense that there is out on the market. And we combine several different species of the frankincense tree as well. So it is great to help skin. It's great for face and cosmetic. It helps with fine lines and wrinkles. A lot of our beauty products that we have with our skincare actually has frankincense in it. It's great to put under your tongue to help build your immune system. It's great to layer over some of our other essential oils to help with inflammation, and it is wonderful to help lift your mood. I put a drop of frankincense on my chest with balance every morning to start my day. So Deep Blue. So this is how I got started with doTERRA. This, I like to call it the magical blue elixir. I was at an event. I was represented with another direct selling company, and I was attracted to doTERRA, one, by their marketing as far as their beautiful presentation of their products. And I was intrigued by essential oils because at that time of my life, I was looking for something that was safe, pure, and would not harm my body. So I was chatting with the ladies, and she asked me, what are my top health concerns? And that's a conversation that I would have with each of you. What are your top health concerns? Why are you looking at essential oils? So at that time, my shoulder was hurting, and I had limited movement, and it was just a mess, and I had been putting everything on it, and I was taking a lot of Advils a day, and which was giving me whole other side effects and stuff. So like most people, I was skeptical. I was like, all right, I'll try it, we'll see what it does. And so I put it on my shoulder, and I went about, setting up my booth and everything. And, I could move my shoulder a little bit more, and it wasn't aggravating me as much as it was before. So I was like, what is all about this? So our conversation introduced me to essential oils, and I credit them for getting me started. However, they never called me back. So I was out there looking for essential oils, and I had found on one of my friend's Facebook pages that she was doing a medicine cabinet makeover, and wanted to know more about essential oils. And she and I and her business partner met, and we sat there over some lunch at Panera's, and that's how I enrolled. And like I said, it has totally changed my life. And Deep Blue is one of those essential oils that, when applied directly to achy and tired muscles, it really helps support those. It's great for before and after exercise. You could use it with a carrier oil. We have it in a Deep Blue rub. So when I'm, very uncomfortable, I'll do a layer of the essential oil, and then I'll do a layer of the Deep Blue rub with it. And that really is very helpful. In fact, 1 5 ml bottle of Deep Blue is actually in that whole Deep Blue rub, and it's an amazing cooling yet warming type of cream to put on. Systemically, we have our Deep Blue polyphenol, which is another supplement that we have that has resveratrol and a lot of other different things to help bring down inflammation that is normally the cause of some of our muscle and joint pain. So that is a wonderful product. Now, our On Guard is for our immune support, and it is so wonderful that it's got wild orange and clove and cinnamon and there's something else in there. I can't remember at the top of my head. But it is an amazing and powerful proprietary blend, and that it helps, support the immune system. It protects against environmental threat. I put it in a spray bottle, and I clean my entire house with it, bathrooms, kitchen. We have these On Guard Plus soft gels that has Melissa oils and black pepper, and that helps build and boost your immune system. So if I'm starting feeling a little icky, like I'm coming down something under the weather, I put an On Guard Plus soft gel, take one of those, and the next day I feel pretty good. We have great hand foaming soap. Again, we're cutting down on those toxins as far as limiting those exposure to synthetic agents. And then we've got great laundry detergent too. The fragrance of On Guard is very uplifting and energizing, with the clove and the cinnamon and the wild orange. It's one of my favorite ones to have. Breathe is another respiratory support, and we've got a whole line of Breathe products that is wonderful. I know some of you have tried it and have gotten great results as far as it maintains and opens the airway. We have a vapor stick that you can actually rub on your chest, your sinuses, to help support your respiratory health. And then we have these wonderful respiratory drops that help soothe and cool nasal passageways and support your throat as well. So Breathe is another great essential oil. Digest Zen, and if you look at the name of the products, it kind of gives you a clue of what it actually does. So it brings Zen to your digestive tract, basically. So if it's, you know, things aren't moving right, it'll kind of get things going. If things are kind of stopped up, it kind of, you know, it helps. You know, if things are moving along too much, it helps regulate and slows things down. So it really knows what, you know, your body needs. If I have indigestion, I'll go ahead and I'll rub some Digestin on my esophagus or my sternum area to help quell that fiery feeling that I get sometimes. Or if I just got that upset tummy, you know, from something that I ate, I'll put that on and it soothes that occasional upset stomach, and it just brings peace to that GI tract. So I love Digest Zen. In fact, I love all the oils. It's kind of like kids. You can't pick a favorite. You just love them all individually. So this past year, doTERRA came out with amazing essential oil aromatherapy to manage our moods and our emotions. And I will be doing an in-depth essential oil class on emotions in May. So got a great lineup coming up for the next few months of really getting down deep with using the essential oil. So I'm really excited. So before I started my class today, I rubbed on a little of our Motivate, which helps promote feelings of confidence, courage, and belief, because I needed that with this webinar. And I put on some Peace. And Peace actually helps promote feelings of peace, reassurance, and contentment. And it counteracts motions of anxiousness and fearfulness, which I, you know, am terrified of doing webinars. So I rolled those on my pulse points, my chest. I rubbed them in my hands and just breathed them in and allowed that to wash over me. So the essential oils come in these wonderful 5 ml bottles, and then we have our new Aroma Touch, where they're actually diluted with some fractionated coconut oil to help spread a little bit further. So having our emotions, which govern our lives, it rules our world. And I like to use the essential oils for one, as far as what I want to enhance or what I want to counteract. So if I'm having feelings of guilt or anger, I'll put on some Forgive. Or if I'm feeling negative emotions or grief or sadness, then I'll put some Console on. And when they first came out, I didn't really like some of the fragrances. But what I find is that when my body needs them, I'm drawn to that fragrance. Like this past April, we had to put our Sweet Bella down, and the Console actually helped with that grieving process. It kind of took that pain away that you get in your heart when you lose a loved one. So those are our amazing essential oils for emotions. So the foundation of wellness is you want to use essential oils to help support your body, and then also having a great foundation of supplements and eating right. So with health coaching and doTERRA, I like to combine them. And it doesn't, you know, we're all individuals, so we all have our bio-individuality. So what works for me may not work for you. You know, just like with food, some foods are one person's delight, or it could be someone else's poison. I can't eat anything with wheat in it because I'm allergic and it messes me up, but other people can eat wheat fine. So with essential oils, you have to find out which essential oil works for you. And then combining that with what our primary food, which I like to call is everything we put on our plate that we don't put in our mouth. So our spirituality, our career choices, the relationships that we have with other, and how we exercise, all of those are going to come into play. But with lifestyle, with doTERRA, you know, that first pillar, along with, you know, eating, you know, along with our overall health, is eating right. So we are what we eat. What we put in our body manifests, you know, our overall health and wellness. So when I was eating a lot of wheat and a lot of sugar, my inflammation was through the ceiling. You know, I was gobbling up 6 to 8 Advils a day, you know, cleaning up my diet and then supporting it with good supplements and fundamental oils helps support that inflammation process. You know, getting out there and exercising, moving, going around the block, you know, doing things that we love. If you like dancing, but you hate exercise, well, then get out, put on your favorite song and dance. Or if you like playing basketball, you know, play basketball with your kids or your family. You know, do something that you love, you know, so you can get out there and move. You know, getting proper sleep. You know, us as Americans, we have such a high sleep debt that we're not getting that amount of sleep that we need. You know, we need at least 7 to 8 hours as adults. Kids need even more. And when we have a lack of sleep, it breaks down our immune system, and then adding stress on top of that breaks it down even more. So it weakens our immune system, and then we're then open to get, you know, anything that's going around, whatever the disease du jour is out there. So, you know, keeping our bodies fundamentally healthy by eating, exercising, supporting our immune system, being proactive in our health care, and then reducing our toxic load. You know, what are you doing to manage that? Are you cleaning? Okay, wait a second, page up. You know, are you cleaning with a lot of things that, you know, you need to wear masks and gloves? You know, that is all getting absorbed through your skin. If you're mopping your floors with toxic ingredients and you're walking on it, that is going to get absorbed, you know, into your cells on your feet. And your feet, you know, is, I like to call them the straws of your body. You know, it helps bring up those chemicals. It helps brings up those essential oils and to disperse them throughout your body. You know, so reducing that toxic load, you know, and we'll learn how to do that in next month's class on cleaning essentials. You know, so we also want to be proactive and in conjunction with the healthcare system, even though sometimes it can be broke, but also being informed self-care. Know your options. Know that you don't have to rely on pharmaceutical drugs to make your life healthy. Know that you can eat certain things to help boost your immune system. You know, do those proactive medical care things that you need to do, but just have that alternative and you know, do that self-daily care. All right, so now, there we go. So how do you get essential oils? So I could say, hey, go to my website, pay 25% more, I'll get that difference, but that's not what I'm here to do. So the best way for you, and I always like to say, if this is a good fit, great. If it's not, I totally respect that. But, you know, having your own wholesale account, which you would then get 25% less. So it's very similar to a Sam's or a Costco membership, where you'll get your own special porter where you can order things at a 25% less discount than paying full retail. And to open up an account, it's only $35, which is far less money than Sam's or Costco's. So paying that $35, you then get the ability to have all the products at 25% off. But where I like to take it even one step further is our loyalty rewards program. So this is a customized monthly subscription, and you can purchase products at discounted prices because you're a member. But then over the course of time, as you go out throughout the year, it's going to reward you back in points. So I like to say for every $100 you spend, you're going to get anywhere from $10 to $30 back a month, depending on where you are on that continuum. So every 3 months, it's going to go up from 10, 15, 20, 25 to 30% max. So I've been in it for now over 3 years. I'm at that 30% reward, which I absolutely love. So, you know, with me redirecting my spending habits and buying from myself to reward myself, you know, I'm getting $150 or points back in product every single month that I'm using as a routine basis. Plus they reward you for shipping. So shipping is $6.99 and you get 7 points back into your account, which is great. So doTERRA also takes it one step further. So if you do your order, say 125 points, and usually the oils are 1-to-1, because we are global, so we have to have this point system. So if you order 125 points by the 15th of the month, then you get a free product. So not only are you getting points to spend for the next month, but you're getting a free product. So this month was a full bottle of wild orange, which was an amazing gift that they do. Last month, or up into the 15th of this month, if you did a 200 point orders, they gave you a full bottle of frankincense, which is a $93 retail value. So they're very, very generous on their free products. So here's a little thing on loyalty rewards.
doTERRA offers product through a yearly wholesale membership. For a low membership fee of $35, a wellness advocate will be able to purchase products at wholesale prices 25% below retail. A new wellness advocate can choose to enroll with just a $35 enrollment fee, or doTERRA offers several product kits as enrollment options. If you purchase an enrollment kit, not only will the membership fee be waived, but you will receive a substantial discount on doTERRA products. We have found that as new wellness advocates experience the purity and potency of doTERRA essential oils and essential oil wellness products, they naturally are inclined to share their experiences and products with others. To help you on your journey, doTERRA has included in your enrollment packet 3 brochures: Living, Sharing, and Building doTERRA Naturally. Meet with the individual who invited you today to review enrollment options and choose the best fit for you.
So option 1 is the wholesale customer. This is a great thing to join. You can 25% off of purchases. You earn 10 to 30% of your total purchases back in products. You're eligible to have the free product of the month. There's no monthly order requirement, and no tax ID or Social Security is needed. So option 2 is a wellness advocate, where you still get the 25% off. You still get the 10 to 30% of your total cash back. You're eligible for free products. There's no monthly order required, but you can actually earn compensation and bonus money for sharing products with others. And then you're able to sign up other people to join as a wellness customer or wellness advocate. So there's 2 different options for you there. So when you start, you can do an enrollment kit, which I'll go over some of the enrollment kits that you can do, and then that wholesale membership $35 is actually given to you for free. You get more products for less money. There's some specials. You can get some free products. And at some of the kits, you actually start your loyalty rewards at a higher level. So instead of starting like at 10%, you leapfrog to maybe like a 15 or a 20, depending on the kit you get. So I always say to everybody is you want to have your healthcare needs and your budget come together. So that's how I share on what the best kit or the best amount of products for you to get. So right now, doTERRA has an amazing promotion going on, which is our New Year campaign, where when you start with a 100-point enrollment kit. And then you sign up for your loyalty rewards product to be started in February at 100 points. doTERRA is going to give you 100 points free after your order ships in February. So they're going to give you points to go shopping then the next month, which is amazing. So you're basically going to get all those products for free the next month. So with our different kits, we have like our natural solutions kit, which you'll see here in a minute. That brings you in at a 15% level, and then they give you 100 points just for doing that. But then on coupled with the New Year, New You, you're actually going to get 200 points when you cash it in too. And we can go over that as a one-on-one. You know, after this call is over, we can meet and find out what is actually best for your needs. So these are the different kits, and I'm just going to touch lightly on them right now so you know, so I can explain to them to see if this is of interest to you. So this is how some people get started with the Family Essentials Kit. It would qualify you for that New Year, New You. It is 10 bottles of 5 milliliters, which is about 85 drops of which I always say no home should be without these essential oils, and we went over most of these on tonight's webinar. Plus they're going to give you a peppermint beadlet and an On Guard beadlet, and those are great little beadlets to help pop in your mouth. They're wonderful. I don't use any gum anymore or mints. The peppermint beadlets are amazing. And then if I'm out and about and people are sniffling around me, I'll just go ahead and I'll pop an On Guard beadlet in and to help boost my immune system. So this next kit is our Home Essentials Kit. So if your budget can afford this one, this is the one that I would most definitely recommend, because you're actually getting 3 times as much as the Family Essentials Kit. Remember, that was 5 ml bottles. These are 15 ml bottles. So you're getting 3 times 3 times more, plus they throw in a diffuser. So this is great to replace all those candles and plugins and things like that, because those, what I have found, are very toxic to our bodies. It emits neurotoxins, which is an endocrine disruptor, and it also lines the passageway of our nasal passage, which is very harmful to us. And for those of you that know me, I used to have a candle or a plug-in in every room of my house. And now when I go into areas or I go into those homes that might have it, I can really smell the synthetic part of those things, and it really bothers me respiratory wise, and you know, I just feel off. So it's amazing once you start cleaning up your environment how you can pick up on those things. The next one is our Family Wellness Kit. This is a great kit for those that have families. It features our doTERRA Touch essential oils. Again, the same oils that you need for your family, but it's great for the touch is mixed with some fractionated coconut oil, which helps very young and adults that also have sensitive skin. But it also starts the basis of the foundation with the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and for me that was a game changer. That really bumped my health to the whole another level. I got my immunity back. I don't catch things a lot. My inflammation went down. So it was really good and beneficial for me. So not only do we have the adults, the vitamins and supplements for adults, but we also have it for A to Z chewables, which is a strawberry flavor for kids, or for those adults that may not like to take chewables. And then our PB Assist Junior, our little sachet packets, it's kind of like a pixie stick, but totally healthy. So it's flavored with watermelon and strawberry. It's delicious. And you take that, and it's a health probiotic, because what we're finding is if our gut is unhealthy, then our whole body is basically unhealthy. So having those probiotics and good healthy gut flora and function is a wonderful way to increase your immune system. So here's that Natural Solutions Kit that I talked to you. It gives you a little bit more products. It gives you 100 products back normally, but then with the New Year, New You, it also gives you another 100 back. You get a different diffuser. You get a little of our coconut oil, some terrazyme. It helps, gives you our On Guard hand foaming wash and our toothpaste, which is just amazing. Deep Loop, Correct-X. It gives you a little bit more to give you a great sample of our product line. Our emotional aromatherapy is another great kit if you want to start with the emotions. It gives you our 5 ml bottles of all of our aromatherapy with a diffuser. Cleanse and Restore. I know a lot of people, since it is the new year, it will go ahead and it'll help restore your gut flora by building and supporting your immune system, and then also introducing good, healthy things. So this might be something that you wanted, if you're interested in, we can talk offline, and there's a regimen to follow for 30 days that will reset your cleanse and restore system. So we've talked about what doTERRA, what essential oils are, what doTERRA is all about as far as our CoImpact Sourcing. How to use them both aromatically, topically, and also internally. And then I've given you options on how to buy them, both retail, which is not a good way to buy them. You can open your account with 25% less, and then you can also get free products using our loyalty rewards. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to exit out of here, and I'm going to show you on my page. Let me see, share. I don't know if you guys can see. Pause recording, disable, new share. So I'm going to do now Safari. All right. So can you see my screen on Safari here? You can give me a thumbs up. Can you see that? Okay. So, oh, now I've lost you guys. Okay, so if you go to my website, you'll see our promotions, of course, and then you'll see Essential Oils 101. So if you go to Essential Oils 101, it's going to give you pretty much tonight's information at your fingertips that you can go over again if you want. It talks about loyalty rewards. It talks about how to become a wellness advocate. It gives you our product catalog too, but it also, I want to show you the events and where and when all my classes will be. And then also here, I have what's called our DIY. So I give you the resources that you need to start incorporating your essential oils in day-to-day house cleaning, things like that, and then also personal care. So those are some of the things that we can talk about and go over. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, and feel free to reach out to me, but I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording here.